morning, y'all. Hope you're doing good. This is the video that is the follow-up from the last one I did that y'all overwhelmingly said, we want this, and there's no turning back now at this point. Yes, I'm going to be sweating through this thing. I live in the deep south in Mississippi. It is summertime, y'all, and it is hotter than two rabbits screwing inside of a wool sock. So if you see sweat pouring out, that's just the mojo flowing, the Patriot ambiance trying to transfer from me to you. Before we start, I just want to say that every man's greatest fear is to start feeling weak, to start feeling like you have low energy and sitting down to pee like a dadgum Democrat. Nugenix Total T is a powerful testosterone booster, y'all. It helps me feel like I'm 25 again. You know that George Strait song? I still feel 25. No doctors, and it's gonna make you feel like this guy's sitting right next to me. Get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Just text Buddy to 231-231. Text it now, and they're gonna add a new bottle of Thermo X, which is a fat incinerator on the house, and pay the shipping and handling. The link will be below. All right, so first off, I want to give a personal shout out to the black suits in the NSA listening to this video.
How you doing, boys? Hope they're feeding you well up there.
Y'all gonna learn a little bit about what it is to love your country today, all right? I want to put this out there first. Everyone hears the word militia groups and they get worried, and it's got like a negative connotation for some reason, and they get nervous, and it's probably because you're either communist or you've never read the Second Amendment, which directly encourages it, okay? They get negative connotations, it just happens, and it's because the media did this. Matter of fact, if you had 1,000 black families right now who all got together and said, we're gonna be vocal, we're gonna fly our American flag, and we're gonna be very outspoken against government encroachment on all kinds of societal views, Joe Biden would take to national TV and declare them white supremacists. We all know that is the damn truth. All right, I'm gonna lay this out there, y'all, in a way that I know is safe to talk about, because if we do it any other way, it's gonna cause problems. But there's more community militias right now. Community militias getting organized than ever before. They're mostly nameless because we live in the digital age. And here's the thing, y'all, you don't inquire about memberships, they come to you. None of these are alike in nature. And the most important thing with all of it is, being that it is 2024, they're not offensive position militias. Meaning, these aren't groups gathering up to go take over some kind of federal position somewhere. These are groups gathering up as a defensive militia. Over the last year, I've had a ton of emails, messages from patriots, from former military. I've had phone calls with people I never imagined having phone calls with. And they're kind of instructing me through this whole thing because of the fact that I have a platform to kind of get this stuff out there. But if you haven't heard of these defensive militias, the idea is to basically put together about 50 families on average. And these are tribal communities, y'all, where there's land that is shared and run by leaders, most likely with a military background, and it's happening all over the USA. These families are not living together right now. And that's the key point I want y'all to understand. These families are all waiting for a moment where we do have anarchy, waiting for a moment where we do have martial law to go run to that land, and that's going to be HQ, and that's where they're going to set up, and that 50 families is going to survive. Now, I want to say, if you haven't entered into one of these arrangements already, maybe, just maybe, God's wanting you to take the first step. If you've got a gift to organize, organize. If you've got a gift to build, go build something, etc. And before I go any further, I just want to tell y'all, you are completely free to believe that we're going to have an election on November 5th, and you're going to wake up the morning of November 6th, know exactly who the president is, and everybody's just going to kind of dissipate and get over it, and society is going to keep on going like it is. You are completely welcome to believe that. But as I said that sentence just then, you're probably noticing that your inner BS alert, your red alert, is going off. And 99% of y'all know that that's just not going to be the case. Now for the order, because there has to be an order, y'all. I would put this together like a dadgum Little League All-Star team. And what I mean by that is, I want to look and survey the field of all my friends and acquaintances and people I know and trust and say, who has the gift to go hunt? Who's got doctor experience? Who's got administration and organizing experience? Who is a spiritual leader? Because you're going to need a pastor. Who can cook? Who can do all this kind of stuff? And once you put all those assets and talents together, then you have your commune, and people are going to keep you alive. I live by a few mottos in this lifetime, and one of them is, only the paranoid survive. And that's why we're talking about this. Do y'all remember this flag right here? The Join or Die flag. It was created by Benjamin Franklin in 1754. It was resurrected during the Revolutionary War and flown all kind. If you ever seen the John Adams series on HBO, I highly suggest that. You'll see this flag a lot. It was meant to reach out to people who didn't realize their survival depended on a new colonial formation. That's us now, y'all. You know who the real leaders are in this country? It's us. And we got to get our defensive positions ready, if not for the summer of right now, 2024, if not for November, it's going to have to be in the next couple years, because we all see that it's two things are going to happen. A, there's not going to be an election whatsoever. Or B, God's grace runs out on America and we're forced to go into international law or God knows what. Patriots are setting up post-American government, y'all, and we don't know the day or the hour of the Lord's return. So if you're still here, it's because God wants you still here. He wants you still paying attention. So what I want to tell y'all is something somebody told me one time. I never forgot this quote, and I never want you to forget it for the rest of your life. Christians especially. Don't be so heavenly minded that you can't do any earthly good. I just want y'all to sink that in for a little bit. Really hope this video just gets your spirit moving. I do apologize to the black suits watching this video who learned that patriots just want to do nothing else but protect themselves against the tyranny that's coming out of Washington, D.C. God bless y'all. Be good and be safe.